Good afternoon. In this video, we're going to go over this past week's trades and the weekly recap. Before I get into the recap, if you're not in the room, you can find the room link in the description of the video and in my bio section of social media accounts. Also, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Now, this past week definitely was a good, strong week. Needed it. For the last 2 weeks have been not that good for my standards. Anything below 80% is considered a bad week for me. So I like to strive to at least get 80 to 85% win rate for the week. So the last 2 weeks, obviously, I struggled a little bit, but this past week it was strong. 29 wins, 2 losses for a win rate of 93.55%. So very strong week. Very pleased about that. I needed to have a strong week to kind of get back on track. So yeah, with that said, you can go on Twitter and you can see the timestamps of the plays. Let's see, Monday. Let's see, what was Monday the 1st? Yeah, I took Roku calls at open, not at open, at 9:42. Let me see the trade ideas room. If you're unfamiliar with the trade ideas room, I try to post a couple ideas before market opens. Even though when we have these massive gap downs and gap ups, they kind of make it hard to pick levels, especially if there's no levels anywhere in sight. Let's see, trade ideas room on the 1st. SPY puts under 408, Roku calls over 66. This must be the 1st right here. Well, right here. Okay, so you have this massive earnings gap down. It started to pop up, dropped, and this is obviously Friday, so it kind of held the 62 level. And so when it was hovering near end of day, and it pre-market, it was up near the Friday's high a day, but obviously it dropped right here. I was thinking, okay, this 66 level, it breaks over that, it's going to end up doing pretty good. So I ended up grabbing Roku 67 calls at 276. I waited for the first 10-minute candle to form. I don't know why I said spawn. Form, and once it formed, it got over the higher day of this candle right here. This is where I grabbed it, and they went from 276 to $6 for 100% play. So that was a nice little play. Then I ended up taking let's see, SPY first right here. I took SPY puts at 10:02. Actually, I took SPX puts at 10:02, which is what? 10:02 is this right here? Friday's high day right here. We'll just run up and say 413. We had this nice little run up, and it started to reject. That's just where I jumped in the 4100 puts at $5.30, and they went from 530 to 990 in that drop right there. So this 412 level that I have right here, the yellow dashed line, that's been a huge indicator, support pivot for SPY. For you can see on the hourly from last week. Let's see if it was mattered, but back out further. Of course, it doesn't go out. Have to go to the daily. Yeah, see, this is a major pivot line. You can see back here in early May 2022, it was support. Then it was resistance in this area. I mean, you could say 415 was a resistance, but I mean, it's still chopping in this level. See, it's kind of support right here, resistance right here, support. I mean, right in these inside candles, it is flirting with that 413 level, and then it acts as resistance here. So it was definitely an important level. Still is important. Back to the hourly. So what day was this? The 29th, which was Friday. So you can see it reacted to that 412. So when it reacted again to the 413, 412 area, this is why I grabbed the puts right there. Then it bounced off the 20 EMA. I took what calls at 1049, which is right 1049 right here, right when it broke out, because you can see it dumped down here. It held the VWAP. Well, it didn't hold, but it went underneath it, but it quickly got bought up over VWAP. I probably should have bought it here, but I probably wasn't convinced that it was going to bounce. But once it got back up to higher day, you never know. SPY is looking at these, has been getting to these major resistance areas and just blowing through them like nothing. So that's why I ended up grabbing calls right here at the near higher day, right when it got to over the 412.15. I grabbed the 41.50 calls at $7, and it went from $7 to $10 right there. Then I ended up grabbing 41.20 puts at 11.16, which is right here. Yeah, right in here. Fake out, breakout came as soon as it broke out over higher day, got quickly rejected, and when it came back down, this is where I ended up grabbing the 41.20 puts at 6:30 at 11.16, which is this candle right here, right when it broke below this area of 412.15. This is where I grabbed it. They went from 6:30 to 9:10 in that little dump right there. Then I ended up taking calls at 11.29, which is right here. I can see why I took it here. As you can see, it broke out, faked out, came back down, then it went quickly back up to higher day. What time did I take it? 11.29. So it wasn't this candle, it was this one. Actually, no, it was this one. I did take it up here, right up here. For some reason, I thought I grabbed it in this candle. No, I grabbed it here. So when it dropped, it was a fake out and came quickly back up to higher day. Usually when you have these candles that reject and they quickly come back, usually they pop. And so I grabbed the 41.50 calls at 6:50. Right when I called, it came back down, then it came back up, and then it was pretty much over right there, because it looked like it was going to break out. Then it ended up coming back, and it looked like it was going to break out again, and then this is when it like double topped, and this is when it just fell apart. So but even though I did take a loss on that, the first loss of the week, obviously, I did take 41.50 puts at let's see, 12.56, which is right here. I actually remember this trade. Yeah, I didn't take it here. I probably thought about it, but I didn't take it here. Then it chopped. Then I grabbed it right here. I grabbed it about 41.20 puts at 6.80, and they went from 6.80 to $20 right here in that dump. So that was a nice 150% play right there. Then I ended up taking 420 puts again at let's see, 3.23, which is right here. I thought I took it right where it rejected the 412, but no, I grabbed it right here. And I grabbed the 420 puts at $5.20, and they went from 520 to 670 right here. $100.50 move. Nothing substantial, but still $1.50 if you get 10 contracts. It's $1,500. So you can see a nice head and shoulders forming right here. You get the left, you get the head, and the right shoulder. I thought for sure it was going to fall apart, and we were going to go down to 408, 407, no problem, because 407's Friday's lower day, but we didn't. The head and shoulders didn't play out. So let's see, did I take overnight puts on this one? Yes, I did. I took let's see, at 3:37 I took overnight puts. I took the 41 August 2nd, because obviously this is August 1st right here, Monday. I took Tuesday's expiration 4,100 puts at $10.80. I took them. This was the Pelosi visiting Taiwan fiasco, so I did take those, and they went from what, 10.80 to $25 because I bought them at what time again? What was it? The 337, which was this candle right here. This green candle is where I got. I probably caught it closer to down here, but had a nice gap down. They went from let's see, 10.80 to $25, so that was a nice play on the overnight hold. I don't usually play overnights, but with Pelosi in Taiwan and the tensions with China, I've been playing them just in case. So you never know what's going to happen. Then I took, let's see, Trade Ideas room. Let's see, SPY puts in a 407, Amazon calls over 135.50. So I did take Amazon calls. Second. And that's the third. You see this little blue line I drew. Second three here over what? 135.50, which is right down. Why did I pick this level? I picked it because of right here, right in here, right there. Kind of round down a little bit for a nice even number to remember. First 10-minute candle, ripped right through it. I usually wait for the second candle to form. But SPY, we'll get to SPY, but SPY's been doing like double fake outs, and I caught me one time this week. So, but waited for the first 10-minute candle to form. Grabbed what, 135 calls at 298, which was right here. As soon as the first candle formed, I grabbed it right. I probably grabbed it right up here, right at the higher day. And they went from 298 to 330. Not much of a move, but hey, you get used to SPX. These other moves seem like nothing. So then I ended up taking SPX puts. Oh, they're blended together. I can't see the timestamp. I hate that when they do that. 944. Okay, SPY puts at 944. Oops. Why did I do that? Let's get rid of that. I typed it in the room by accident. SPY. $944, right? On the second. Yeah, see right here. Amazon's going up and SPY is going down. So 10-minute candle formed. I grabbed it, what, 944. So right when it got close to near, let's see. Yeah, once it got close to the lower day, that's where I grabbed it. I grabbed the 4070 puts at 850, and they went from 850 to 980 in that drop. I played it a couple times. Yeah, I played it again at 10. Okay, this is one I'm going to have to probably go down to the 1 minute to show you what I did. Okay. Obviously, I don't use the 1 minute, so I only use the 10-minute. I'm just doing this so you can see the timestamps on what I'm doing. What I've been doing lately is that I thought for sure that Head and Shoulders was going to... Excuse me. Okay, I had to pause it for a minute. I was having a coughing attack. Yeah, so let's see. I end up been buying every time it drops and it pops back up. I've been reloading. This is what I did this day because I thought for sure it was going to fall apart because with all the stuff going on with Taiwan and China and stuff like that, and Pelosi. So this was where her flight was getting ready to land in Taiwan, and who knows if China was going to shoot it down. So every time it dropped, I sold and I rebought. So so let's see, the 944 was where I first bought, which was right here. It popped up, then it came back down. Then I bought it again at 1008. So I got it kind of down here, popped up, and I was able to sell down here. So that's why they went from 850 to 980, because they kind of lost a little bit of theta right here. Then when it popped back up, this is where I grabbed it at, let's see, 1001, which is right here. No, right here. I bought them again, the same ones, the 40-70 puts at 790, and they went from 790 to 880. And that drop right there. Then I ended up buying again at 1009, which is right here. So I got it in here, sold in here, then it popped back up. I got it again, but I grabbed the 40-60 puts at 640, and this time we got a bigger dump, and then went from 640 to 855. So yeah, so I got it here, popped up, sold in here, then I got it in here and sold right to this little bottom wick, popped up again, then I ended up buying it again here and sold in here. So yeah, I got it 3 times in this little 15-minute, 20-minute time frame right here. So yeah, I traded like 4 times in the first 30 minutes. So go back to the 10-minute. I don't use the 1 minute. Then let's see, 820, 82. Then it just popped because she landed safely or whatever. So I did buy puts again at let's see, 1057, which is right here. We get this exaggerated move, 407 to 411. I started to come back down. Got it at what, 1057. So got it right in here. This tall, this tail candle right here. So I grabbed the 4100 puts at 590. And they went from 590 to $7. And I bought them again. The things just bled into each other. What was the time stamp on the other one? 1103. So 1057, 1103. So I'll have to bring it down to the 1 minute again. Apparently I did a lot of trading when she was landing and arriving and stuff like that. So okay, 1057 right here. And then we sold into that 590 to whatever I said it was, $7, and we took it again at 690 at what time? Till 1103, which was right here. Okay, we dropped down, we caught it right here, and it started to go sideways and it started to drop more, and that's just where I ended up grabbing it again. Not sure why I grabbed it there, but anyways, yeah, I grabbed it again at 690, and they went from 690 to 920. Let me go back to the 10-minute. Yeah, for some reason I got it in here, then I actually bought it again down here for that drop. So yeah, the other one went from $6.90 to $9, $9.20 actually. So that was a little bit of a play. Then we get to the RC3 trend line and the higher day where it retested and it took off. I bought puts again at 12.27. I didn't really do anything from 11, 12, 12.27, which is right here. The 413, the 413 level again, as you can see right here. Coming back up to this area right in here. The 430, I probably got it right at 412.15. Sometimes I like to grab it a little early because sometimes SPY doesn't always get to the level or get to the moving average. It likes to come up short. SPY likes to undershoot or overshoot. So I will enter, small, a little ahead of time just in case it doesn't make it there, and I'll get the strike closest to at the money or at the money. So that way, if it does get there, it leaves me room to add more. I don't want to be 5 strikes out of the money on SPX and expiration day, and it overshoots a little, and you can't really average down. If you're averaging down too far out of the money, and you kind of get burnt that way. So if you get at the money or close to at the money, you leave yourself a little bit of room for leeway. So So yeah, I did get it right in here. Then I ended up adding, let's see, I got the 41.35 puts at 9.15 at 12.27, so it was right in here. Then I added more at 6.80, making my new average 7.40, and they went from 7.40 to, we get this massive dump right here. So we got this, they went from 7.40 to $35, which is a 300% move right there. Then I ended up buying nothing. I didn't do anything else the rest of the day. I mean, I got puts again, overnight puts, but I bought them at 236, so I bought them right in here, right around the 409, 410 levels where I grabbed it. I got it at 236, which is right in here. No, here? Yeah, right in this pop right here. I got them in here. I got the 41 August 3rd, because this is August 2nd. I'm doing Tuesday, and I got Wednesday's expiration day. So I got the 4183 puts at $12.80. And this is the one I think I was selling after hours. Let's see. There's one that I was selling right at close and before 4:15. Let's see if this was the one. Yeah, this is the one. I sold some, let's see, at 3:59 p.m. I got out, sold some at 14:20, and I sold the rest at 15.80 at 4:09, because SPX you can trade until 4:15 regardless if your broker lets you trade the 24/5 rule, but you only can trade to 4:15 on the next expiration day. You cannot trade after 4 o'clock on the expiration day. So if I bought Tuesday's expiration and not Wednesday, I wouldn't have been able to sell after 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is done. But if you buy the next day or a week out, a month out, whatever, you can trade up to 4:15 on almost every broker. But there are, I thought for sure E-Trade and Toss would let you trade 24/5, but they will not. The only one I've been able to find that will let you do that is Interactive Brokers, but I saw a lot of activity pre-market and after hours outside those hours. So there's going to be more than one broker to let you do that. I don't know which one. I have to figure out who it is. I can't imagine everyone's using Interactive Brokers for that. I mean, it's got to be another one besides that. Maybe E-Trade and Toss will add that eventually. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyways, yeah, that one I did sell. I did not sell all of it. I think I kept maybe like one YOLO. So I sold most of it, almost all of it on after hours on Tuesday. So I kept one just in case, and it didn't matter. It didn't go anywhere. It ended up gapping up. So, but I did do really good on the afternoon sells, so that ended up taking the position green for the day. So now on, let's see. Yeah, because I think they went to $8. I'm just looking at stuff. I'm just looking at the okay, wait a minute here. I see what, okay. I was looking at my stats wondering, okay, wait a minute here. Okay, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Yeah, the one I bought at 236. When I bought at 236 right here, I did buy with the intention of holding overnight. I was trying to figure out why I had overnight, then the next day I had the same thing, but I see what I did here. I bought the Tuesday at 236, I bought the overnight because I had every intention of going overnight, and I didn't, because we got this drop. I did sell into the drop. Yeah, because I sold some at 17 and I got out at around 18. So, yeah, I did sell that. I mean, I bought at 12.80 and they went to 18. So that's a $5 move. I mean, got to be stupid not to take that, especially on an overnight play. So I did take it. I did get out. So yeah, they went to 12.80 to $18. Okay, then I reloaded. Okay, this is making sense here. I was very confused about what I did. Yeah, I reloaded. I reloaded again at 350. So I got this move right here. So I sold into this, and when it popped again, I got into this move right. Oh, no, I didn't reload right there. I reloaded at 350, which is right here. I actually reloaded down here. Okay, I should have reloaded up here. But anyways, I reloaded down here. And the overnight one was 40.80 puts. These are the ones I got at 11:20, and these are the ones I sold right at the bell and 10 minutes after the market closed. So yeah, these are the ones that went from 11:20 to 15.80, and that's where I ended up selling. What the last one I had, the last sell I had was at 15.80. I held one just in case for a YOLO, and then it gapped up and it didn't end up going to zero, but I ended up doing really well on the rest of the play. So but yeah, I was kind of confused what happened here. Why I thought maybe I counted something twice, but I didn't. I ended up selling into this, and I should have reloaded here, but I did down here. But anyways, good trade either way overnight. This is why when you're up, you bought it at $11 and you're at $15, you're not selling, you gotta sell. Overnight, anything can happen. Overnight, gap up, gap downs is the most manipulated. They can gap it up on nothing, they can gap it down on nothing. So you gotta, when you're playing overnight, especially SPX, you gotta take it. Now, let's see, trade ideas room. On, let's see, what day is this? The 3rd. Well, I already covered SPX. You already covered the overnight SPX. So the SPY puts under 413.75. What? Why did I? 413.75. Am I getting the days right here? $413.75. I don't know what I did here. Oh, okay, I'm looking at the wrong day. SPY puts under 409.50. Okay, that makes more sense. 409.50 is down here. Amazon calls over 137, and Microsoft over 278. I did not take Amazon, but I took Tesla puts. Now, why did I take Tesla? Let's see. I think this had been the day that there was a subpoena dropping or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, I think this was the day that there was a subpoena that dropped for Elon Musk. So yeah, I grabbed 880 puts at 880 puts at 10 o'clock, which is right here in this candle. You can see it popped up, came back down. I got the rate when it broke the 915 level. I got the 880 puts at $7. They went from $7.90. And I grabbed SPX puts before I played Tesla. For some reason, I did that very backwards. So Tesla, that's why I took that. Whoops, that's not T-SPY, it's SPY. I took, let's see, SPY. This is the one that got me double faked out. I remember this one, the 3rd, right here. Yeah, I got it right in here. Okay, so SPY, the first 10-minute candle here, it came back down. It looked like it was going to fall apart right there. I grabbed it right before it got to lower day. because we had the massive gap up. Well, was it really massive? Yeah, it was a couple dollars. But yeah, we had the strong green candle, quickly rejected, quickly came back down to near pre-market or lower day. I kind of got it a little prematurely. Got the 41 puts at 850. Yeah, 850. Then I averaged down at 1033, which is right here. Right here. Because it dropped and it faked out, it broke out, did a fake out, breakout, came back down, came back up. And then when it came back down again, I thought for sure it was going to fall apart. So I added at 1033, which is right here, I added more puts at 510, making my average 580. And then it just ripped, and that was pretty much a dud deal after that. Then I took calls at 1155, which is right. I didn't grab it here because I wasn't sure. I mean, I didn't grab it. Yeah, I didn't grab it here because I wasn't sure if it was going to be a fake out or not. Because the candles here were so violent. Then you have a green candle, you have a violent red candle, a green candle, then you have this massive violent red candle, then a little green candle, then another massive violent red candle, then another green candle. So I wasn't sure it was going to break out. I thought for sure it was going to be a fake out, if anything, and trap longs, but because these red candles were just so massive that I didn't trust it. Then it did actually break out. Then it kind of pulled back a little bit. Then 1155. Right here is where I took it. Right here. Did it pull back? Did I get it on the pullback? Yeah, I probably got it on the pullback. Then it broke out. So yeah, I got the 41. I got the 41 calls at 630, and they went from 630 to okay, I'm trying to think here. No, I got them at 550. Sorry, 550. They went from 550 to 750. So I got it right in here. I got that. Actually, I got it down here, I think. And I caught that little pop right here. So I got from what, 550 to 750. Then I got the same 4150 calls. I got them down in here at what time? 12:21, which is this candle right here. When it came back up to the higher day, this is where I grabbed it. I got the 4150 calls again, 630, and they went from 630 to 1350. The next one I took was SPX 4155 puts at 1247, which is right here. I was playing against the daily 200 EMA, the weekly 50 EMA, and if you look, there's a 415 level is a major pivot. You can see the 200 EMA, the purple line is up a little higher now, but at this point in time it was right at the 415 level, and you got resistance right here on the daily, you got support. So it was a huge pivot on the daily, plus two major moving averages working against it. So I was very confident in this play. So back down the hourly. So I got it at 1247 to 820, which is right here. Then I added more at 110, which is right here, right in this candle, right. So I got more at 710. Oh, of course the thing expires. My session expires on. Toss. I don't know why it does that on Sundays. It's so stupid. But anyways, so I added more at 710 because I initially bought at 820. I added more at 710, make my average 765, and then from 765 to 910. Then it popped back up again, and that's where I grabbed it again. Let's see, I grabbed the same one, the 4155 at 710, 137. So yeah, I got it here. Added more for this little drop. Then when it popped back up again, I was certain it was going to drop, so I did reload here, and I got them at like 710, like I said, and I sold those at like $9. I mean, they went to $9, and that little drop right here to here. Then when it popped up again, I did grab overnights. What time did I grab the overnight? I think I grabbed it right after I, let's see. No. Where is the overnight? 142, which is right here. So yeah, I got it here, sold in here, to pop back up. This is where I grabbed it again, right in here. But this time I grabbed the overnight, because obviously it's August 3rd now, and I got the August 4th 4130 puts at 910, and held them overnight because of the moving averages. The algos are going to step in. They're going to, sell off, or they're going to take up profits. They're going to react to these major moving averages. And then, let's see, is this one, let's see what I did on this one on the 3rd. Just trying to see. No, I held. Yeah, I held because I bought up here. But yeah, they didn't get, I mean, it got to end of the day sell off right here, then it popped back up, then it actually dumped, and when it dumped right here, I was able to get out. Obviously I got it at 9.10 and they went to 10.10, so I was able to get out at $10. So yeah, I was able to get out at $10. So I was expecting a bigger dump, but anyways, I did take it right at open. I didn't want to take the chance of taking a loss. Then at 10:05, actually before I get into that, trade ideas room, I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. Trade ideas room on the 4th, SPY puts in a 413.75, Amazon calls on 141. Obviously this dropped. When it dropped the first 10-minute, why isn't my thing working? There we go. TOS is lagging so bad. What is going on with TOS? I'm probably gonna have to pause the video because TOS is acting weird. Okay, there it is. I don't know what the hell's happening with TOS. Okay, we got the first red candle. When it came back up, I grabbed let's see, 10:05. I didn't grab it right here. Grabbed it right here. Yeah, I grabbed it right here. Get the green candle, came back down. When it came back up, this is where I grabbed the 41.75 calls at 720. They went from 720 to, actually no, I didn't get it at 720. Yeah, I got it at 720, but I added more. I got it for the breakout initially, then it dumped, and I ended up averaging down more. Not here. I didn't take puts here. I probably should have taken puts here. I'm not quite sure what I was thinking here. I get why I bought it here. So I averaged down more right here. Because yeah, I bought the 41.75 calls at 720 for the breakout. Then it flushed down. Then it came back up. And I think this is where I realized it was going to be a range day. So when it came back down here, I averaged more at 175, bringing my average to 260. And then went from 260 to when was 1146. So yeah, I probably bought it right in here, right up in here somewhere. I don't remember, either down here, right in here. But yeah, I bought it. I added more, making my average to 260, and it went from 260 to 330. Able to get out. I think this is when I realized that we were having a range day. Then I bought calls at 252. Right here. Oh yeah, I remember this. Okay, another one's blinded. I hate when the alerts blend because I can't see the timestamps. 252. So I bought it right here. I'm gonna see all these candles right here. Consolidating over VWAP. When it broke over the 414.25 area, that's where I grabbed it. 41.55 calls at 450, and they went from 450 to 530. And it came back down, and I bought another round at 255, which is where it dropped right here. Actually, yeah, I got it here. Sold into that, and it dropped back down, and I actually think I bought it up here because I bought it more expensive. I bought it at 610. And so they went from, actually I got a different strike. I got a 41.50, so maybe I did buy it down here. Let's see, let's bring it down to smaller time frame and I can actually see where I got it. What day is this, the 4th? Yeah, okay, let's see. What was the timestamp? 2:55. Right here. Yeah, right here is where I bought it on the dip, right in here. So yeah, I bought the 41.50 calls right in here when it pulled back, then it ripped. So they went from 610 to 1160 on that play. So I was pretty confident it was gonna try to break out because it stayed in the range, and it was forming a ascended triangle going into power hours. So you can see it's flatlining right here at the 41.60 area, and it's making higher lows. So that's why I grabbed it right here. It popped up, sold it, came back down, and that's where I dip bought, and this is where I sold the second one. They went from 610 to 1160. So then I took overnight puts. This is the one with the CPI numbers, right? Yeah. What was the data? It wasn't CPI. It was something. I don't remember. Oh, the unemployment rate. That's what it was. CPI is next week. So yeah, I bought overnight puts for the numbers. I bought, let's see, 41.30 puts at $9.90. Obviously I bought, it's August 4th. I bought August 5th, the next day. I bought them at 3.39, which is right here, end of day. And I bought them at $9.90, and we had this massive gap down, and they went to $30. So a 200% move overnight, playing the data. Then I ended up taking puts at 10.10, which is right here at the PDC. I do remember taking this one. I think I got it a little early. I think I got it probably right here, and I added more at 740, making my average 790. And they went from $7.90 to $12, and I ended up getting them again to $41.40, and this is bled into another one again. God, I hate that it does a 1022, which is right here. Okay, I remember this one. This is one that okay, I bought, let's see, 1010, which is right here. Added more at 1016. Which is right here, right at the PDC. So got it 10, added more at 740, making it 790. Went from 790 to $12, and that drop right there. Then I added more at, not added more, I reloaded at 1022, which is when it came back up and touched PDC again. I got the 41.40 at 780, and then went from 780 to $30, another $30 play. Where are you? So yeah, that was a monster play. So yeah, that went from $7.80 to $30. Then I played calls at 3.11, which is right here. I didn't do this. I should have taken this. I just kind of, I think at this point I looked at my stats and I realized how well I was doing, and I kind of like dialed it back a little bit and tried to play it safe. I think I was looking at this, but I missed it. The 200 EMA rejection. I'm not sure what. Who knows? I probably just didn't want to take it. But I saw this at the end of the day. I took calls at 3.11. What I was looking at was what was SPY going to close on the weekly. We were right in this little 412.50-ish area. And I was looking at that, and I was like, if it did break this area, it was going to end up breaking out, not breaking out, but taking off. But I think I called it right down here, and right here is where it broke the next candle. I gave like a 10-minute advance notice, so I was going to take this. So I took the 41.35 calls at 4.30, and they went from 4.30 to $11, the end of the day push. I mean, Fridays, they love to push it end of the day. They usually do that to try to form a nice green candle or a nice specific candle for a weekly close, and that's why Fridays end up being kind of a Very manipulated end of the day. That's why on Fridays I also look to see where it is on the weekly, the monthly, and the daily, because that's where they will end up trying to push a green or trying to push the manipulate it the most. So yeah, when we got over this 412.50, it ended up popping. So 430 to $11, another 150% play on that one. We had a lot of good plays this week. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the recap. I hope this has helped. I know that I rambled a lot and I got off track probably a couple of times, but you know, it is what it is. So with that said, that's gonna do it for the video, and thank you for watching.